Hey everyone. So I wanted to make a quick video here on the question, does one have to hit rock bottom in order to be truly motivated to change your life? And this is a question I've dealt with a lot because in a lot of cases when we're reading about people who have truly changed their lives and radically transformed their experience, a lot of the time it's because they've went through something incredibly harsh or incredibly difficult and what they would consider to be rock bottom. Now, rock bottom to me is self-defined. It's not, you do not have to get to the point where the worst of the worst is happening in order to define rock bottom. And what I mean is that if you're in a relationship and that relationship is already having troubles because of dishonesty or need, selfishness, any of those things, then that is a pattern that is manifesting from somewhere deeper down inside your mentality or the mentality of your partner or both. And it's going to continue to manifest over time. Now, you can go out of your way to try and balance that out by focusing on the external. Okay, sure that we argue, but if we go on more vacations, or if we go and stay at a nicer hotel, or we go out for more dinners, or if I buy you something new, or if I change where we live, or any of those things, then our relationship will get better. That may seem like the case, and logically to the ego or the self-image, that is exactly what makes sense. But when you're actually applying it, it only works in the short term. The habit and the mentality that drove the problem to begin with is going to manifest over time. It's going to continue to grow because you have not dealt with it. And so if you can see that long-term effect, then you can actually get in there right now and stop it where it is. And the same is true with anything, really. If you suffer from social anxiety, you do not have to wait until that social anxiety builds to a point where you're having a panic attack. And I don't mean simply creating a tool or a technique for dealing with your social anxiety by balancing it out with the idea that you have control or influence over how other people see you. Because ultimately that's going to be threatened at some point and you're going to come back to that social anxiety. Seeing that your social anxiety will continue to grow over time is the trick to deciding, I need to change this now. You know, it'd be the same as if you were driving down a road and you're only looking several feet in front of the car, but you're driving towards a brick wall. Well, you're not going to decide to stop the car. But if you look further down the road and you can see that brick wall is inevitable, you're going to stop. And that's what I mean by rock bottom is self-defined. If you can look down the path and see that the patterns that you're experiencing, the mentality that you're going through, they are manifesting the problems that you're experiencing, then you can actually say, I'm done now. But you need to recognize that your mentality is the root. Now, I'm not saying that you can only choose the negative or the consequences in your life. You have to look at everything. A lot of the times, the benefits that we experience are tied to the consequences. And we don't want to look at them because to question the benefits would question our sense of certainty. Or it would question our sense of happiness. So we ignore the tie between the consequence and the benefit, and then we wonder why the consequence continues. So rock bottom really is the decision that you are tired of the experience that you have created. You are tired of the mentality that you live in and the life that it's manifesting. And you're tired of hurting yourself or suffering. And you can only make that decision for your own reasons. You can't do it because it would be nice. You can't do it because somebody recommends it or a therapist says this is something you should do. You can't do it even because you think it's something that you should do. You have to do it because it's something that you need to do. It has to be a burning intensity. It has to be the same importance as you would place on stopping the car before it hits that wall. And if until it has that importance, it's really not going to happen. It's going to be little changes here and there without ever actually addressing the root of the pattern. Because it takes bravery and courage to attack that root. It takes bravery and courage to question everything in your life. And you do have that bravery and courage. Don't ever forget this. You have made it through every single problem you've ever experienced. And you're continuing to do so. All you have to do now is take that leap of faith and know that even if you were to take the entire structure of your life and rattle it to its core, you would still be standing and you would be able to create something new. But you need to decide that you've hit rock bottom and you're done with what you're currently doing. And that's my thought on rock bottom. So if you have any questions or have any comments, leave them below or contact me through my website, and I will talk to you soon. Thanks, guys.